Hello hunters, and welcome to my attempt to solo every single monster in Monster Hunter World. To bring you up to speed, I've managed to solo my way through the base game of Monster Hunter World, and now I'm here to pick up the largest, the most massive, and arguably best weapon in the game, the GreatSword. Now, if you happen to be a fan of Berserk or just doing massive amounts of damage, this is the weapon for you. Not only is the GreatSword massive, it dishes out the single highest hitting blow in the entire game. You just need some patience, skill, and a keen understanding of your opponent. So, let me start with a great looking GreatSword. Farm up some materials, and upgrade it until... I'm not sure what happened, but somehow my great looking GreatSword got turned into this bone thing. But since I'm too lazy to farm another GreatSword, let's get started with the final boss, Xeno'jiiva. Now, Xeno'jiiva can only be described as alien. It has 6 eyes, white translucent skin, and it emerges from this cocoon thing while shooting out literal laser beams. But never fear, big monsters should be taken down by big weapons, and the GreatSword is the biggest weapon of them all. It would just really help if I knew what I was doing. But I'm not alone. Xeno'jiiva also has no idea what it's doing. After all, it was just born. Now that I've spawn killed Xeno'jiiva, it's time to start the real journey. It's time for the expansion. Iceborne. Iceborne is great. It introduces new monsters, new maps, epic team-based siege missions, and a bunch of annoying status effects. In the new region, Hoarfrost's Reach, you'll be exposed to the constant cold, which will drain your stamina, Ice Blight to slow down your stamina recovery, Poison to drain your health, Electricity to stun you, and of course, sleep, because we all deserve a good night's rest. Not only are the monsters stronger and tougher than before, there's an entire new set of weapons, armor, and items to craft from their corpses. In summary, I'm back at step 1.
I'm good.
Now, in the base game, we had the Great Jagras to set us up for glory. In Iceborne, it's the Beotodus. It's basically the Duratodus, But instead of mud, it's ice. Instead of water blight, it's ice blight. And instead of the water slowing me down, deep pockets of snow slow me down. But since this is the first fight, it also means it's designed to be easy. So, let's down that hot sauce, eat a couple of gnawberries, and get some sashimi.
First off, sharp knife. I'm going to start the knife cut from the top of the head. Come down to the top, and there's a line there that'll help guide the center of the fillet. So follow that line. Carefully slide the knife across the bone. Hold the fillet down, off, and let the knife do the work.
Oh my God.
But we're not done yet. The cheek. And that is how a MasterChef fillets a halibut.
Next up on the menu is venison.
There's our venison with red wine and fresh blackcurrants.
Introducing Bambaro. Bambi's steroid-consuming distant cousin. This guy has a tendency to charge you like a full-grown deer in heat, and he won't just run you down. He'll constantly shovel snow, boulders and trees around the place before launching them at you with a flick of his head. But the bigger the monster, the harder it falls. Next up, literal hell. We have the Viper Tobikadachi. Like the normal Tobikadachi, this guy jumps around like a monkey on crack, but on top of that, he's been given a new set of range-based poison attacks. So, unlike before where you could at least run up to Tobikadachi in peace, I now have to dodge these poison feathers while lugging around this massive sword. So, can you guess how many times I managed to cart? Let's just say it was more than 3, because this mission happens to take place during an expedition. That's right, this isn't a normal hunt mission where you can only cart 3 times. This fight happened in an expedition, which means that I can cart as many times as I need to kill this fucker, and all I needed was one more try. Now, I'd like to formally apologize to all the GreatSword users out there, because let's be honest, I am terrible with the GreatSword, but now that the slogfest's over, I can throw this piece of shit out and move on to the next weapon, the Insect Glaive. The Insect Glaive is the perfect weapon to choose if you want to work at Circus du Soleil. You can dance, you can fly, and you can shoot a bug out the end. So, let's craft an Insect Glaive, get me some new armor, and start my 4-act performance. Act 1, the Coral Puke Puke. This guy is Puke Puke, but more annoying. He has all the same attacks, all the same moves, but now inflicts Water Blight. Oh, and he also shoots this beam of water, this beam of water, this beam of water, and this beam of water. Act 2, the Nightshade Palumu. This is a mirror matchup. He flies, I fly. He attacks, I attack. He shoots sleeping gas to help me get a good night's rest. Well, who am I to refuse? I do need my beauty sleep after all. You think hair this good just maintains itself? Act 3, the Barrier.
complete our mission.
Now that barrier's down and out for the count, it's time to close off the performance with Act 4, Nakuganto. Thank you, you're all too kind. I hope you enjoyed the performance, because now it's over. Now it's time to unlock my true potential with the longsword. This weapon isn't made from weakened upon thousand-folded steel. This is the Crimson Viper Fang, carved and assembled from the bones and tendons of my nemesis, Viper Topi Kadachi. Now, who out there dares to face me, the strongest swordsman in the world? Who's next? An Uragan? No, wait a moment. That's Brachydios. Next! A Tigrex! What could a brute like you possibly hope to achieve against me?
Yo!
Now that my journey is drawing to an end, I need a truly worthwhile opponent, and who better than the King of Iceborne, Velkhana. This? You're running away. Coward! Coward! I'll hunt you down to the ends of the earth. Where are you? Where are you?
There's more here.
Who dares get in my way? Shrieking Legiana? Die! Wait, what's this? I've reached my allocated number of kills. How can this be? I was just getting to the good part. Well, it's time to drop the act.
Hold on! We're coming!
And switch to the switch axe.